Oh, hey guys.
Well, guys, it's not a super big deal, but new segment alert. The glamour, the action. Are we still recording? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for Terrible Movie of the Week, or maybe month. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. Well, guys, I'll be damned if this movie didn't come up in my recommendations, and I said, all right. It's called...
What is this thing called?
Left Behind. It's a new Left Behind movie. Left Behind.
The beginning of the rise of the Antichrist.
I was pretty excited to watch this movie, okay? Action, Jesus, all that shit, bro. If you don't know what this is, it's based on a series of books about the... it's Christian books where it's about how people get... The rapture happens and people get go up to heaven. But some people's asses get left behind because of the fact that they are motherfuckers, frankly. I think they even made one of these with Nick Cage in it.
I couldn't think of a more horrible job if I wanted to. And you have to do it. You have to, or I'll fire you. Do you understand?
He was going like this.
Also, I thought this was going to be an action movie.
Because I saw the trailer for the original one with Kirk Cameron.
Unbelievable. The whole world turned upside down.
What if
This is insane. People don't just disappear.
What's next, huh?
you knew?
Three people are missing. Dozens of seats empty.
What's going on, Captain?
Oh my god. What does that lady say? Hold on, sorry. What did she say? Huh?
How do you hide from something like this?
But this new one has pretty much no action. It's all people talking. It is boring. Ooh, and it's directed by Kevin Sorbo. I liked him as Hercules.
I couldn't think of a more horrible job if I wanted to.
But he's a very, like, checks every box MAGA guy.
And they are offering a chance to win this solid gold President Trump coin. And it's worth over $600.
He loves anti-vax stuff. He hates Greta Thunberg. You gotta hate Greta Thunberg. I think that's part of being a MAGA person. He does this thing, too, that I love that, these kind of guys do, where he posts all the time. He posts on his Twitter. He'll post somebody just, like, passing out, and he'll be like, ooh. He'll be like, ooh, this never used to happen. This never used to happen. And this is on Twitter. You know, Twitter's supposed to be like, you can say what you want now, but they're always like, ooh, that's kind of suspicious. It's like, you could just say, oh, I don't know why they do it. Just say, this is because of the medicine. But they love finding videos of somebody passing out and being like, ooh, that's a little... Why are you whistling like that? I don't know. I didn't say anything. But this movie seems to be doing pretty good financial-wise. Financial-wise. This movie seems to be doing pretty good financial-wise. Directed and acted by none other than, that's right, the guy I was just talking about, Kevin Sorbo.
Rayford Steele.
Best character name of a fictional story of all time. Rayford Steele. Rayford Steele. See, this is part of why I was excited to watch this movie. Is because a name like Rayford Steele, you're like, okay, this is like an 80s action movie.
Blade Strongton faces his biggest enemy yet.
The vaccine. I don't know.
Violent crime, assault, rape, robbery, vandalism, looting, rioting, they're all shattering records.
Oh, man.
Mental health experts are telling us that the worst is yet to come.
I really want to recommend this movie to any screenwriters out there because it's like basically taking a film class. It teaches you the golden rule of screenwriting, okay? Which is never show, but constantly and as boringly as possible tell. Just keep telling, show people on the phone, talking. Basically what movies are is to have people just say things that you want them to say. This could really be an interesting movie and story. You know what I mean? Like, oh, a bunch of people went to heaven.
A bunch of people got sucked up into heaven, you know?
You see all these people getting sucked up to heaven, they sound like it. This could be interesting because then the dilemma of the characters could be like, oh no, oh, it's real. Heaven's real. They start reading the Bible real quick, Them grappling with what do I do? Oh, and I have proof that there's a heaven. And, that's kind of interesting. This movie is, and you might be shocked. to hear this. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
This is an email that was part of an internal memo sent in the IT department.
Wait, this memo was sent before the second vanishings were reported?
Over a week ago.
That's it.
Huh?
That's our answer. It was faked. My guess is these people never even existed.
This is probably like the most convoluted story I think I've ever seen portrayed on a movie.
Let me see if I can explain this movie.
Okay, so the original story, is interesting. A bunch of people go up to heaven, right? Oh, what happens now, But then in this movie, there's like a second round of people who vanish. But then the main character, who's the most popular news show guy on TV, he's like something's off. He starts looking into it, and it turns out that the second vanishing was fake. People were all staying in their house because they were afraid. But the vanishing was actually fake.
Before the storm. Not again! No!
But I do want to encourage our viewers.
Yeah.
Keep demanding facts.
Okay.
Don't just blindly accept whatever the so-called experts are telling us.
Okay.
And I wouldn't be too quick to sign up for a vanishings vaccine either. I'm Cameron.
A vanishings vaccine?
Before the storm.
These idiots aren't going to get it. I can see Kevin Sorbo marching around while the people are writing this. These morons aren't going to get it. But you have to put it in there. You have to put in an actual anti-vax line in there. Okay, this might be the best part of the whole movie. There's this hacker character. This is my favorite part of the whole movie because this guy's he's doing hacker stuff. Can you believe this? These big companies, they're consolidating power and they're going to have a social credit score. He's describing all this stuff that kind of already exists, like in this world. We have a credit score, and then the main character's like, man, you got to conform, and if you don't conform, you can't even eat. They say it's a choice, but it's not really a choice because then you can't do anything. It's obvious that they're trying to do this whole thing as a metaphor for anti-vax stuff. But then they accidentally stumbled on oh no, a lot of this stuff actually already exists. They were trying to do a terrible metaphor for vaccines, and they just described basically America, what living in America is like. Also, I feel really sorry for the production crews on these movies because they're just we just want to work, work on a movie. And a lot of these people who edit this thing, and shoot these things, they're they're fans of real movies. And this movie, man, oh man, did they hit this thing with the David Fincher filter gun. Little Stark. Oh man, look at that Stark washed out look. I had never seen that before. Oh great. Okay, well let's skip to the ending of this movie. This movie has the best ending. Okay? I was talking a lot of bullshit, talking my little bullshit. Check out this ending, you son of a you. Okay, so the story of this movie is that the government faked a second rapture. The government faked that to scare people, and then Kevin Sorbo flies a plane over New York City. It drops a bunch of pamphlets about this. That's a really good strategy, too, because if there's one thing we know about New Yorkers, it's that they don't see trash everywhere all the time. Even at this point, you might be like, this doesn't make it, this plot is incoherent. Even you're trying to explain it is incoherent. Trust me, the movie itself is even more incoherent. What's going on here is that the original movie with Kirk Cameron kind of made sense, right? Oh, some people going up to heaven. Is it really heaven? No. Yes. No. It makes sense. Oh, rapture's happening, and then you make a story out of that. It's pretty, it kind of makes sense. This one is just they're okay, evangelicals, a lot of them are anti-vaxxers, and Kevin Sorbo loves anti-vax stuff. How can we just shoehorn that in? How can we shoehorn all that stuff in where it absolutely cannot fit and then doesn't fit, and then there's the movie? Yeah, so of the 2 hours of this hunk of garbage, just kidding, it's great. Of the 2 hours of this amazing piece of crap, there is literally maybe 2 moments where something actually happens. Something relatively exciting or interesting happens, which is a car explodes for some reason. So I thought, why not help these people out? So I re-edited to make it an actually interesting movie. So ladies and gentlemen, now presenting R.M. Brown's Left Behind. Kevin Sorbo, did you take your white car to the shop to get fixed? I've been telling you for years and years, get that thing fixed. It's dangerous. You have not changed the oil in years and years. I'm going to take your silence as a yes that you did fix it. All right, bye, Kevin Sorbo. Well, guys, thank you so much. It's Wednesday. You know, we're getting there. It's not great. It's
Toilets.
but we're doing our best, and love you guys so much. Bye-bye.
Oh, hey guys.
Guess what? You're not even getting the whole show. If you want every episode and a whole bunch of other
Subscribe on Patreon.
subscribe on Patreon for as little as 2 bones. Just click the stupid little link below the video in the comments.
See, right there.
There you go. Click it, and that, yep. When you become a patron for as little as 2 bones, you get the Tuesday, Thursday, patron-only episodes. You also get the weekly Book Oblega show where we talk about important books. The questions and comments thing where you can ask questions and make comments and all this crap.
And the weekly behind-the-scenes show. All for less than the price of a rancid Charleston chew.
And for only 25 putrid little dollars,
You could become a producer.
that's right, support the show and get your name up here. Look at these people. Look at these people that make the show possible, okay? God. I mean, without these beautiful people, this show goes straight into the dumpster. A rotten, just wet, disgusting dumpster, behind a restaurant. So there's old milk in there. That's where this show ends up without these people. Is that what you want? Okay, I guess it's what you want. I'll just leave. Nope, it's done. It's too late. Okay? Here we go. Here's the dump truck. Come to pick up the show. This is what would happen with no producers. Thank you.